Let's talk about forever chemicals. Now, you might not have heard of these yet, but you've almost certainly been exposed to them. PFAS is the collective name for more than 10,000 synthetic chemicals called forever chemicals because once they leach into the environment, they are basically indestructible. They build up and persist, which leads to widespread contamination of our drinking water sources and our wider ecosystems. And they're not new. PFAS have been used since the 1940s to make products that resist water, grease and oil. So things in our everyday lives like frying pans, waterproof clothing, shampoos, shoes, and even in some cosmetics. And because these chemical compounds are so small, they can pass through the pores in our skin where they bioaccumulate, which basically means they build up in our bloodstream and our vital organs. Now there is growing evidence strongly linking PFAS exposure to cancers, birth defects, decreased fertility, and a range of other serious health issues like liver, kidney, and even thyroid disease. Countries in Europe like Germany and Denmark have already taken aggressive and drastic measures in regulating PFAS, whilst in the US, Minnesota is set to become the first state to ban them completely by 2025. In the UK, the government is doing nothing. There is currently no legally binding limits, no established or enforceable regulation, and no robust monitoring programme in place to make sure drinking water and the environment is safe from harmful levels of PFAS. Instead, the Drinking Water Inspectorate, which is essentially the regulator of drinking water, created a set of tiered guidelines for water companies to follow. But last year, Cambridgeshire Water was caught out supplying households with drinking water that exceeded 4 times guideline levels, which is already 25 times higher than what is deemed acceptable in the USA. PFAS limits in the UK are shamefully lagging behind international standards. In 2021, the Environment Agency reported harmful PFAS compounds have been detected in 96% of surface water samples tested. It also confirmed that standard wastewater treatment processes are not able to remove PFAS, meaning they can readily enter the environment and remain there indefinitely, leading to long-term and continuous exposure for both people and wildlife. And because the government isn't bringing this to our attention or taking any real form of leadership on the issue, we need to delve into it. We need to force it. Do the research, arm yourself with knowledge, take it to your local MP and ask them to raise it in Parliament. Just like the sewage scandal, public awareness and pressure is a crucial component to force this issue and tackle it urgently and properly.